Welcome, everyone, to another week of OCE Radio, where we talk about League of Legends, anime, YouTube, and what I don't like about RTB's channel. Today, we have two very special guests, Himechin and Simon.
Hi.
Why did RTB just mute? Where's he gone? What the fuck?
Hello. Welcome to the new podcast.
How is it new? You did one last time.
Dude, are these the same topics as last week that you just put
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
chat?
yeah. But like it's not the exact same. It's not the exact same topic. It's just the
pretty
same.
much like the exact same thing as last week to me.
But we're gonna expand on it. We're gonna be like, hey,
Expand?
hey team.
Okay, alright, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
We have new guests, which means new perspectives.
New perspectives, exactly right. And for first perspective, how are you going today, Himechin? I'm going quite well, thank you. Wait, why are there two Himechin voices? This doesn't make any sense. What's going on? I don't understand. How can this be? How curious.
Is everyone just gonna mute? Is this how it works?
Why is this a muted podcast? What is happening?
Should we mute too?
I'm coughing.
I'm coughing.
Oh wow, coughing.
You know what cough means in Australian English?
What does it mean?
Did anyone see coughing in the new Detective Pikachu movie? Did anyone see that?
No.
Coughing.
I don't think that Pokemon's
I haven't
in the
watched
movie.
it.
I haven't
I
watched
saw him in
it.
the trailer. I think I saw him in the trailer.
Wait, is he actually there?
I don't think so. I don't remember him.
Imagine me asking that question thinking that everyone except for me's watched the movie. No one's watched the
seen
movie.
it.
Oh, you
I
have.
haven't seen it yet.
We've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I
Daniel
really
would
like.
take me to watch it. I saw it like when did we see it?
A couple of weeks ago now.
It looks like Sonic. I'm not gonna watch
It
it.
looks like Sonic. It actually does a bit, to be fair. That's
Well, it's got the
true.
same sort of, yeah.
It looks a bit like a
Yeah,
Z.
but it's my account is on public now. Oh.
TikTok, yeah. Go follow Himechin.
That's not where the
That's not.
talk about.
That's not
It's
what.
not-
We're not talking
So you
TikTok.
asked me how I've been, right?
Wait, no. Are you hosting?
What?
Wait, what?
Alright.
Who's the host?
Yo, what's going on? Everyone's freaking out. Alright, anyway. Welcome everyone to the podcast. We got Himechin and Simon. Simon's the very famous cameraman. He's the man behind the camera, making the magic happen.
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes. He's making the magic happen. Sometimes. That's how you know he's someone special. And of course, Himechin's very famous for never swearing because it's bad for her health. As you can see, you can hear Sona's been coughing. Daniel keeps muting because he keeps coughing. That's because they keep swearing. I mean, if they knew any better, they probably wouldn't do it. I'm actually blessed that I'm not swearing at this particular time.
You know, my drama teacher actually made me swear, like in class, and she was just like, "I'm gonna deduct marks if you don't swear."
I like how you're apparently at such an innocent point in your life that that's a story. They made me swear. I didn't want to do it. I tried to tell them no.
She makes me go over a script to try and find words to replace the swears.
Oh, just fucking swear.
Oh my god.
No.
I thought this was a Pokemon rated podcast.
Pokemon rated E for everyone.
E for everyone. All right, but going on to our first topic with what's been happening. Who would like to go first?
I'm still sick.
You had
I'm
a-
still sick. All right, good
you had a
update.
Weekend.
Me?
Daniel's going. Daniel.
Daniel, you go first.
You're the one who fucking went to another state. You go first.
Yeah.
Why are you telling her story for her? What is this?
Yeah, man. Stop stealing my spotlight, Daniel.
Well, you're meant to fucking. Okay.
There's gonna be people watching this in their cars, and they're just gonna hear this random.
No, but that's all right. The podcast doesn't have to be formal all the time. That's part of the fun, is that it's just
Yeah.
it's Himechin trying not to swear because it's bad for her
Oh,
health
what do you mean?
for 1 hour
Yeah.
long. All right.
Okay.
You go.
So, I went to Brisbane Madfest like over the weekend, right?
Is that
And
anime?
then- yes, anime.
That's an anime
Madman
convention?
Anime festival.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Right? And then so we did like a whole bunch of performances, so then pretty much I'm sore all over. But it was really fun. And I met a lot of people. And there was just like there was this like punching game and also this like
Hammer. It was a
hammer
hammer.
game. Yeah, hammer game, and I was just like what did I do again? Oh yeah, I
You
released
hit it.
all my anger onto the hammer game.
Oh wow. Is that like they pop up and you hit them, or is that just like a hit as hard as you can?
No. You hit as hard as you can to like try and get the
You know, it's like the hammer games where you have
Yikes.
to. It's like a strength game.
Oh.
Like you hit it and the light goes up, and you try and ring the bell.
Did you
That's
win
right.
Did you win a prize?
No, it was free and no prize.
But you got a lot
Hey,
of
what?
prizes.
That game sucks. Normally it's like, hey, if you can hit this hard, kid, I'll give you this Pikachu. Instead, they're just like, hit as hard as you can, you get nothing.
You get the satisfaction of being strong.
But you
then-
did get a lot of free
Get-
stuff though.
You
I
gain
did
strength?
get a lot of free stuff. Okay, so Elam gave me a Star Guardian Lux keychain, and
Oh
then
my
like
God.
I think the riot people, riot workers, gave me like like a caster minion.
Riot Games was
What?
that
Is
Mad
that my
Men?
phone? My mom's
Yeah,
Riot
your
Games
mom
hasn't
saw
given
you.
me shit,
My
and
mom
I've been
saw
making videos for them for 5
Hey,
years.
you got merch.
Okay.
You got free
Okay.
merch.
Oh yeah, shit.
Right, the only thing.
Oh yeah. Right. Okay, that's. Okay, right. Don't kick me out of your program, please. I was joking.
Wait, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so Riot gave me like a red
Red.
caster minion,
Yeah.
and also like a wristband that says I hate Teemo and also I love Teemo.
Oh, I have
Ah,
that.
I have
You
them,
have
yeah.
that? Yeah, same.
I got, and
I
you
also
know
have
what?
the Take the Lantern one.
I have
Oh,
probably,
yeah. Oh,
I have
dude, I
15 of
got-
them.
I also got a Ari sticker,
KDARE.
KDA Ari sticker.
Wow. Did you put it on your
Yeah.
Very
fridge
provocative,
or on
if
your
I may
forehead?
What?
Did you put it on your forehead and walk around?
No.
It's
No.
too big. That's what she
Yeah.
said.
Oh, wait, it's too.
What?
That's a big sticker.
It is
Yeah,
very
it's bigger
big.
than my forehead, and that's pretty big.
That's actually sick. Wait. When you said sticker, I'm imagining this like, oh, it's like,
Tiny one, right?
It's a big sticker.
it's
No,
like,
it's,
you know, the
it's
kind of
bigger than-
sticker,
okay.
the kind of sticker your
It's
teacher
bigger
gets
than
you.
my
Five.
iPhone.
Bigger than it. Whoa, that's pretty sick. All right, cool. Simon, what did you get up to?
Me?
What's been happening?
All I do is drive her around. Like, I literally have no other. I don't do anything else. I'm just Uber
Did
driver.
you guys drive to Brisbane? Is that what happened?
No, we didn't drive to Brisbane. Oh my god! I just realized how provocative your wallpaper is.
It's not. It's just Rem.
It's just Rem.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just Rem.
Oh
Just
my
not-
god.
Yeah. So like my whole life
Etchy
is I just
idol
drive her.
revealed. We all found out.
What do you mean?
Did I do anything? Oh, I got a new car.
New
Okay.
car.
I got a Commodore now. It's no
Oh,
longer an old Ute. so
Really?
does that
it's exciting in
mean?
my life.
Does that mean
What
you're?
model?
It's an SV6.
Oh, wait. That which one though? Is it a VE, a VF,
fuck.
a VT,
That looks cool.
I think it's a VE. It's a
a
VE.
VE? Oh, that's pretty new. That's pretty sick. If you got a VE,
Dude, that,
2010.
send,
I mean,
send
it's
pics.
not-
that's
Wait,
pretty.
I might
That's
have
pretty
one
alright.
here.
I come from a
No.
Can I
world
drive
where.
it? Auto?
I'm not gonna let you drive it. It is auto.
Oh, let me drive it. Let me drive it.
I'm
Can
not
I
gonna let
drive
you
it?
I'm licensed to
drive it?
drive it.
None
my
of you
God.
are driving it.
You don't have
I might-
licenses.
I
I
might let
do.
Mr4Eva drive it, but he's not even here.
Yeah, so his
Wait, wait,
license
wait,
is
wait,
invalid.
wait, wait.
I'm allowed to
Can I
drive
drive
it.
Oh,
I don't know.
damn.
Yeah, that looks nice. Let's
Yeah.
let's put an image of that. Jamie, put an
Where's the
image of that.
Did you put the trees?
Can you not dox me?
Put an image of that license
Trees are
plate,
there.
Jamie.
You got new trees.
Can you not dox me,
Put
please?
that on as the video thumbnail.
Can you please not dox me?
Car giveaway.
Oh my god.
Car
Yeah,
giveaway.
yeah.
House giveaway.
Hey,
Please
Simon, you
take
said I
my-
could drive it, man. Isn't that a giveaway? You know how the car ads, they always say it's drive away. That's what it is, right? I'm
Drive
saying I
away,
could drive
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Drive
yeah.
away. All right.
Is it powerful?
It's way better than my last car.
Yeah,
It's
but
But
good.
your last car was
It's
fun.
good.
it
Are
was
you trying
not.
to do origami right now?
Yes, I am.
During a podcast? Stop
Yeah.
it.
She's
Stop
very
right now.
hyperactive right
can
now.
you
I am hyper.
can you
Oh,
cease
but didn't
and
you just say
desist?
you wanted to sleep?
I
in-
do
in
no.
minutes?
Look,
Her
I
mom
don't
wants her
want
to
to
sleep.
sleep. Mom is telling me to sleep, and she's trying to kick out Simon.
Yeah, I'm like not supposed to be here.
Well,
Yeah.
all he has to do is flex his car.
No, he did already last
Why
time.
doesn't
Yeah,
he
I
just
did it last time.
why doesn't he rev the car and say,
How much does it
"Look how-
cost?"
Look how cool I am."
2,700.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you have so
Good
much
deal.
money? I didn't know being a cameraman gave so much money.
Daniel doesn't
How many
pay me.
kilometers does it have on it?
I forget. I'll tell you next time.
All right,
It was like
Can you-
40.
Going off a bit off topic.
Okay, was
can
So
you
what happened-
can you stop doing origami?
Okay, so how much?
It's so annoying.
It's ASMR.
Leave the girl alone.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll do it off the table.
Do it.
So
Do
where
it
were we?
after.
It's
where were
louder.
we? In Madfest. Day 2?
Madfest.
What? I already said everything.
Didn't we
about
finish the
that
Madfest story?
Yeah, we're already done. We
Wow,
heard
wow,
Simon's
not paying
story of he
attention.
drives and got a new car.
Yeah, my story's
Who
finished.
wants to?
Next-
I don't know why I'm so grumpy. Why is this a
You're not
grumpy
grumpy.
podcast?
No, I understand. Daniel's just not listening.
All right, Daniel, you want to tell your story? Or should I go first?
You go first.
All right. I'll give you some time to work out what you're going to say. I understand. Okay, so the other night I was playing League of Legends ARAMs, and I was having a really good time, except I was losing every game. And I was playing with a group of friends, and they have a rule in that group that you have to play until you win. And
Oh,
we played till 6 a.m.
Oh my god. dude.
Some
WA
say he's still
time.
playing to this day.
And
Did
so
you
the
end up winning?
yeah, we won at 6. So
At
then
6 a.m.
so then
That's
Bruh.
you know, my friends who I was playing with from New South Wales, they were like playing till like 8. They still go. They were like still going.
Right.
Pretty wild. But
Wow.
here's the kicker. So that threw my sleep schedule out, and I woke up the next day at like 5 p.m. But it gets better. See that? You know, I decided this was on Sunday, and I'm like, hey, maybe I should just not sleep. And so that's what I did. So I watched documentaries on Netflix, and then I decided in my like you know fucked up state where I hadn't slept or whatever that hey, because I don't know if you guys have heard this, but I'm actually training to do a half marathon, and so then I went online and registered for that, which was $100, which is a lot of money for me out of nowhere. And
That sounds like a lot of money.
I did it. And I was like, cool. Now I can't get out of it because I just wasted $100. So I'm basically stuck in. But that gets worse, right? Because I did that. Then I finally it gets to 5 a.m. and I'm really tired now, and I have to get up for work at 6:30, and I'm like, oh, it's okay. I'll just sleep an hour. I don't sleep an hour. I sleep till 9:30, and then go to work 2 hours late. It was a sad time, and I wasn't very proud of myself.
Oh no.
They surprisingly were just like, oh, I'm glad you're here. We thought you were in a car accident. I was just like, oh, well, at least they didn't. At least I have such good character that they didn't assume I just quit or like did something stupid or something. They were just like, oh, we did so out of character
thought
for you
you
to not
died.
be here. We thought you were dead. Okay, thank you. Thanks for assuming the worst.
They didn't call you or anything. They're just like 2 hours late. he
They
must be
they
dead.
called me, but I didn't answer. So they probably thought I was dead.
That's why they thought you were dead.
Probably a rush to assume I'm dead, but hey, whatever. All right, Daniel, you still here, man? No.
No, he's dead.
Yes.
All right, you
Yes,
want
I
to
am.
tell your story?
No, I've just been sick, and well, the only thing I've been doing is trying to. So I'm getting my own room soon. Is moving out.
how
moving
many
out,
people are you telling that to?
He hasn't told me.
That
yet.
doesn't
Yeah, I
matter.
haven't heard
I
this
feel like a
either.
No,
Right.
yeah, well,
He's not telling him what room.
No, you told it to random people in
So I've just been like what?
What?
Yeah, I'm just telling stories.
Yeah, he sounds
But I'm not
strange.
like I'm not.
He's
like,
not going to
I'm trying
dox
make it look-
himself. I am moving to the suburb of Wollongong at the address of 13 Sukikana. Okay.
So are you including images in this podcast?
We probably can if we have to.
Or would be including his car? I
Don't
drew.
do it.
I don't
my
think
future
we're
room.
putting his car in the thumbnail.
Okay. But
No, we're not.
I
really.
drew up my own room, and because I took a photo of it,
Oh my
the room
god.
that I'm gonna get, and
Holy
that's gonna be
shit.
my
Oh,
future
no.
setup. That
Oh,
was
no.
that is what my setup's gonna look like.
That's actually
Wait, I put it in the wrong chat.
Yeah, you didn't send
you
it to
did.
us.
You did put that in the wrong chat.
So right now my neighbors don't complain about me shouting, but my new neighbors might. So I gotta like soundproof the room a little bit. So I'm planning to put these acoustic
Whoa,
phones in
that's
front of me,
what the frick?
so it'll
That's
kind of
a-
like take all the sound. What are the physics
Wow.
behind it? It's like
Dude,
it
all those
absorbs the
anime
sound, so it doesn't.
anime
Yeah.
posters, man.
I love the sponsored chair.
Oh my god.
You know what's
Yeah,
incredible
that's-
about this?
You have to zoom into
It's a
that.
TV.
You've
does
actually
on
gone.
TV.
You're probably the only person I've ever met who has taken the time to draw what their room's going to look
I
like.
know.
Yeah, right?
I'm
You have a
excited.
lot of
No,
writing.
okay, this is the only reason why I'm doing that is because I've never had my own room before.
Oh,
That's really
Yeah.
It's
exciting.
very exciting.
Same.
It's been 19 years.
that's crazy.
Wait,
That's
wait,
actually
so is
crazy.
this in a different house?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's what I've been up to. So
Wait. Why don't you have a queen size at least bed?
Yeah,
Nah, it's
man.
because I wanna fit a couch into my
Why? When are you ever going to be on the
a double-
couch?
Yeah, you
a
need room
double
for supper.
sofa, and then I'm gonna get a 55-inch TV,
Oh my god.
and I'm
Wow.
gonna hook up my Switch.
How many sponsorships
Yeah.
is this man getting?
Can we come over? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the
Yeah, I brought the sofa so I can invite people over, and they have places
Oh,
to sit
yes.
while I do the video stuff, and they're not bored being like,
Yes.
this place
The
is so
casting
boring."
couch. I
What's
understand
I'm
he's in the
creating
next point of his career.
Casting couch.
That's
And
the
then I
next
could
stage.
do podcasts. I could set up a whole table
That's it.
podcast, and yeah.
No, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that.
No, that is cool. It's a nice
I like
room.
that.
It looks good,
I really
actually.
like this because at work we actually do something called virtual furniture where they Photoshop like 3D
Yeah.
models of the couches and stuff. And you've done exactly that, except
But
really,
with my drawing,
really shitty drawing edition.
drawings.
Except it's not even shit. It's like you've actually put detail
No,
into trying to make it
yeah.
look right. That's what's
I
odd.
put all the I was surprised I got all like perspective lines
Yeah, the
correct.
perspective looks
Well,
right.
mean,
I
the
don't
couch is a little
understand.
off.
Because like if you kind of like if you squint at it, it kind of looks like an actual room with stuff in it.
Yeah.
Like if you just look at it for like a split second, then yeah, you might be like, oh, maybe it is a room.
Yeah,
oh
like,
wait.
Where
If you
it's where
close
you
your
come
eyes,
to
if you look at it-
realize.
if you look at it from a distance. So
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if I
hopefully
look
that's
at
what
it
it's
without
actually
my
gonna look like.
glasses, if I look at it without my glasses, it actually looks like a room.
Whoa, can
Dude,
I see?
I'm so blind.
Let me take
No,
my-
No, just
wait.
wear my glasses
Oh
and
yeah,
you see.
no, don't stick it in my mouth. Whoa, everything's blurry. Oh no, it does look like a real room.
Right?
Oh my
see?
god.
Oh, genius drawer.
A genius
Draw
drawing.
abstract.
All
And it
right.
looks real when you blur your eyes.
We're going to stay on schedule though, so we're going to
Okay.
go to our next section. But that's interesting that the story
Wow,
is.
skipping me.
You said you were
said
sick.
your story.
That's your story.
No,
That's
no,
going to
no,
be your
no,
thing,
no.
right? You're going to say every
No, no.
podcast, you're going to be like, hey guys, what's been happening? I'm still sick. Every pod. That's what you're going to do, right?
No. But like, apparently my phone number. So I changed my phone number recently.
Oh no, I know this story.
Yeah.
He used to belong to a stripper.
What?
Is it a stripper?
Your new number used to belong to a stripper.
Yeah,
Oh.
I keep getting these texts from people
Oh my god.
asking if I'm free.
Do you say yeah? you're like
I said
yeah,
she
I'm
should.
free.
I'm like, I should just respond as a video, like, that'll be a good video. Just responding to them, calling them up, being like, "Hey,
How do you know they're a stripper? Is it like someone asking, "Hey, can you come work at the strip club?"
It's
tonight?"
because
Yeah, yeah.
like I
ask
kept
Faden."
getting these. No, I kept getting these texts. Like. Let me read one of them actually.
I like
Wait,
this
is E
live
for
reading.
everyone?
Yeah, it will be.
Wait, okay,
Is
so
it a
it's like,
Pokemon
hey,
text?
and then
Is this
name.
Pokemon safe?
You're available for some trade BJ for some rock and puff and play.
That's not a stripper.
That doesn't sound like a
That's
stripper.
just
That
straight
sounds like a
prostitute.
prostitute.
Yeah.
No, and then I got this text that said, where is it? It was
Where
somewhere.
is it?
Okay, hey there, saw your ad. Working today? And I was like, wait, I have an ad with my phone number on it.
Searches up the phone number and
So I
it
searched
brings
up
all
the
these sites.
Oh my god.
So I brought
That's
up this site, and then it said like an introduction of this person, and like her name, her age, like her body type and stuff, and also like that like it described her as a stripper.
Yeah,
That's a prostitute.
that's funky. No, it could be a stripper, to be fair. But
No. So I searched her name up as well, and then like the phone number, and then like stripper, and then it came up her as like a topless waitress.
Oh, great.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. The closest thing that's happened to me with that is someone put my number on Gumtree and said I was giving away free firewood, and it had my full name and address on there. So I had all these people calling up and going, like firewood for one thing, like, when you think of it as a subject, it's not really something that like a young 20-year-old or like a teenager is going to give a shit about, right? Or even like someone in their 30s generally. The people who talk about firewood are like going to be some who are like interested is like, 40 and 50-year-olds who are just like, oh, I can save on my firewood or something. Like, I don't know what the fuck. So I just had all these like 50-year-old dudes just ringing me up and going, that really, really Aussie, I'm Aussie. These guys were really Aussie. Like, hey, mate, you got the firewood? I'm like, what? I'm like, I didn't even know what this was about. I was like, why are these people calling me up? I got all these text messages, like, of people going, hey, bro, what time can I pick it up? I'm like, I don't have any firewood. I don't know who to do this. And like, I'm like, what the hell am I going to do? I'm just getting this like for 2 days straight, like all day. Apparently firewoods are really, really important to our economy because it's really, people are just going crazy. And then, I, got onto Gumtree and was like, hey, can you take this down? Like, people won't shut the fuck up. That's my number. And they're like, oh, yeah, sorry. So thank you. Bad talk.
Oh, dude. Once I got this call from like, I don't know, Queensland or something, and they were just like, hey, are you looking, would you be interested in doing some survey for the electricity company? And I was just like, I don't know anything about electricity companies. And then the person was literally just like, oh my god, sweetie, where's your mom? Where is your mommy? And then she hung up on me, and I was like, okay, that's cool.
Wait.
I had something similar like that as well. So it was like last year or something, and I got this call, and I was like, what? It's from Melbourne. And they're like asking me about this survey about Vodafone or something. And I'm like, why are you contacting me over a survey in Melbourne when I'm in Sydney? And they're like, oh, where's your parents? And I'm like, she's like, oh, how old are you? And I'm like 16, and she's like over 16. And I was like, and she was like, where's your parents? Like, and I was like, wait, but 16's the age I can take this because she said it earlier. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's odd.
Yeah, but then she kept like pushing me, and I was like, you're in Melbourne, I'm in Sydney. I got nothing to do with you.
All right, cool.
Daniel muted again.
He's very rude, isn't he?
He's choking.
I'm lagging.
Good dog. Woof woof.
I couldn't even understand half the convo because it's just.
We're talking.
So I think all the recording stuff is on you, Mr4Eva.
Right.
That messes up.
No pressure. No pressure at all.
Audio.
Okay, cool. We're talking YouTube talk.
You sounded like Ali G for a sec.
Hey,
Talking.
I don't know who that is.
YouTube
I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah. What?
We're talking YouTube talk. Who is Ali G? Lay it out for
That's
me.
how he talks.
Who is he talk? Wait, I'm Ali G? I didn't even know. No, what is he? What does he do?
He's you know Baron Sacha Cohen,
No.
comedian, the guy who made. You said you knew him. He made the Dictator movie.
Oh, yes, I do know that movie.
Yeah, his original series was he had these three characters. Ali G, who was meant to be some like gangster from London, and then basically he sets up interviews with like politicians and stuff, and they think they're going to be interviewed by a professional person, and then he comes out and then he's all like informal and stuff like that, and he pisses them off.
Oh,
It's just so
That's
it basically worked before because he did it in like the early 2000s and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So it's like
So-
the Eric Andre show.
So trolling wasn't really a thing then.
yeah.
But now everyone's like doing these pranks and stuff. So basically, he
trolling.
invented these type of pranks.
He is the original prankster.
Yeah, and then he had other characters. He had this gay character, and then he also had this. His most famous one was Borat, which was like
Borat. Yeah, I know
a
Borat.
guy who was supposedly from Kazakhstan, but has nothing to do with Kazakhstan. But
Yeah.
he just used that as an excuse to do random shit.
Yeah.
Because no one knew, like, no one really knows anyone from Kazakhstan because it's like a small country. So
Yeah.
he could just like excuse it. Oh, it's in our culture. and Stuff like that.
Yeah.
But,
Can I just mention how disinterested Himechin is right now? She's just browsing
no,
webtoons.
no.
Don't worry, I'm on Instagram.
You gotta understand culture. This is culture. Anyway,
What a
you-
disrespectful idol. Disrespectful.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I hate about the
put off-
idol
I
in.
put off my homework for this, okay?
Don't say
Well,
it too loud. Your mum will hear.
That's what I hate about the idol industry in Australia. You know, they have no respect for YouTube culture. Anyway, we'll
yeah.
talk. We'll cut it back to YouTube.
Anyways, Hina mentioned webtoon. Wait, no, Simon mentioned webtoon. Yeah, I started reading A Good Day to Be a Dog.
Yeah,
What?
It's really, really
No,
good.
Mr4Eva, cut this out.
What did you?
okay.
What?
Let's get back on track.
But it's
Yeah.
webtoon, it's a topic.
Yeah, no,
No,
but
no
not
one gives a
YouTube.
shit.
That's probably better for anime senpai.
Let's keep that in. Let's keep that in. Hey, I've got this really fun thing. No one gives a shit.
Wait, no, I didn't mean it like that.
That's literally how you said it.
That's literally it. All right, guys, let's talk about abusive males in relationships.
Oh,
Daniel's a good example.
I'm not abusive. Don't look at me like that.
looks at every male except Mr4Eva. in this.
Every male except Mr. Forever.
Mr. Forever alone.
Mr. Forever alone.
Damn, sorry.
Mr4Eva not abusive.
Yeah. Mr. Forever.
That's why I'm single, because I choose not to abuse women
That's wow.
because I care. Yeah.
What a
Mind
stand-up man.
Thank you. Anyway, we'll talk back to YouTube.
Yep.
What we've been going crazy. What's been crazy about YouTube the past week? Anyone got any ideas?
Yeah.
What's been happening with the YouTube?
I saw a video about how the trending tab. Someone did all this data. Oh, wait, let me get the source up so people can watch it for themselves.
Jamie,
the
get the
guy's
source up. Get the source up.
It was by. Wait, I watched too many videos. Let me find this.
I've watched. All right, if that doesn't speak
it
to
was by
this
Coffee
generation,
Break. It said the title of the video is "What 40,000 videos tell us about the trending tab." So everyone knows it's kind of rigged, but actually, it's only rigged in the US.
what?
In other countries, it's not really rigged as much. So they did this. So he did some data, and he did a chart where he did views, a number of views that YouTube had to get before they got into a trending, and how many times they got into trending. So all the corporate companies, they only needed like 100,000 views to get into trending, while people like PewDiePie and stuff, they needed, or Logan Paul, I don't know, those big YouTubers, they needed like 12 million views to get into trending.
Yeah.
And it was like really fucked up. And some companies even just had like 10K viewed like videos get into trending.
Yeah, but didn't they say? Sorry to interrupt. Didn't they say that the way trending works with
Yeah,
their
I heard this
algorithm
too.
is that like if you're a channel that averages 10K views and you suddenly spike to 20K or whatever, then that can get you on trending, that kind of thing. Like you need to have a big increase in
It's
viewership
relative.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah, but what about PewDiePie's like diss tracks and stuff on T-Series? None of them hit trending. They hit trending in other places except for the US. So basically what he did was he compared Canada and the US, and like some YouTubers like Philip DeFranco, he's been on trending in Canada like 80 times, but in the US he's been on it once.
Yeah. Right.
And there were other YouTubers that have been there like 70, 80 times, but in the US they're like 1 or 2 or something like that. It's like really low. Some 0. Like some have
That's
never
interesting.
been on trending in the US. So
It's interesting that
US
it's
is the
different
most rigged
in.
place.
That's interesting. That you reckon, or like your source is saying it's rigged in the US because the land of the free. You'd be thinking like it's like in the US it's good, but in some countries they're really strict, or like they filter out content. That's what you'd think, but apparently the opposite.
I mean, I'm looking at the trend page now. They're mostly creators. There's Sniper Wolf, Sideman, FaZe Clan.
Yes, my favorite creator, FaZe Clan, with the ability to
they're
spin in circles at high speed.
I mean, they started small, so like I don't know. They're kind of like a YouTube built creator.
No, yeah, definitely, yeah.
But there's a lot of creators in this Australia.
Esports, cool.
Yeah,
Maybe it's just the
It
audience.
was quite interesting. He did a lot of data research on it, so he could plot all the graphs. It's a good watch. I'd recommend it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyone else want to mention anything about YouTube? Or are we all good?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
Actually, the thing about YouTube is that there is not enough trending for idle videos. Now that I think about it, dancing to anime songs, that should be number one. PewDiePie, put that in the garbage where it belongs. Everybody knows it's all about the air. Wait, is that what they say? I don't know. Now I can never be an idol. Awesome. All right, let's talk anime. The way I've described this is anime me senpai for a
I'm
topic.
waiting for Daniel to pop up that.
Attack on Titan is the best anime this season and this year, and will be the best for the next 2 years.
For the next 2 years.
Yeah,
Jesus.
there won't be a better anime.
You're kidding you. Okay, I've got to watch it now. I was never going to watch it, but now I've got to watch
Fuck
it.
me. Dude, okay, when Attack on Titan season 1 came out, and there was like that was probably when it was most popular, season 1.
Yeah,
And
it was
I watched
popular with
and I was
normies.
like, oh, it's okay. It's good, but it wasn't as good as everyone hyped it up to be, because there's a lot of unanswered questions. Then season 2 came out, and I thought, might as well watch it. And then it was quite interesting. A lot of answers came to light, and I really liked it then. And then it fucking ended on the biggest cliffhanger for season 3, and then you have to wait like 6 months or more, maybe even a year. Did I wait a year? I don't know. But then this season 3 is not disappointing. There's no bullshit scenes where they're eating lunch, talking about what they're gonna fucking shit out afterwards. It's all.
You don't like
good
the
stuff.
lunch scenes? That's one of my favorite scenes of all.
But
I love it when they eat
and
lunch
also
in
their
anime.
their cliffhangers are fine. I don't mind them ending on the cliffhanger every week, because they have so much content in each episode. You're like, that was good. I loved it. You deserve to end on the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Unlike fucking Shield Hero, where they're like fucking doing useless shit for 24 minutes. This was like
I
episode
read the
15
manga.
or whatever.
Shield
I
Hero.
don't like switching to the manga. No, Shield Hero, it was like episode 15, 16 or something. And they were just like doing random shit for the whole episode and fighting for no reason. And I didn't understand it. And then at the end, something interesting happens for 2 minutes. And then they end on a cliffhanger. Like, fuck off. You don't deserve to end on a cliffhanger. Like,
You've got to.
go
I
away.
like this. I like this review style of you need to earn the right to end on a cliffhanger. That's,
Yes, you
that's
do.
true.
You do. Oh my goodness.
You can hear it. You can hear his passion and how passionate he is
Attack on
about.
Titan newest episode. Like, I've never enjoyed an
you-
action scene so much. I was like, oh yes, go hit him, Levi. Yes, yes.
Can you think
Levi
about?
fan.
Consider the fact that Levi has a very popular. It's very
I know.
popular with gay men. I'm just saying.
That's saying something.
No,
right?
but this was different.
There's a lot of
I'm not gonna
yaoi about
spoil
him, eh?
it, but like
Yeah,
the build up to that fight is like.
I know.
Yeah, it's
I know
the
the one you're
climax
talking about
of
because I've
everything.
seen the manga, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah, but like I don't
I'd
actually
be keen
watch-
to see it animated. So
I don't like watching shows that have action scenes and they're kind of pointless. I hate
yeah,
those.
I'm the opposite.
I only
usually.
like action scenes if it has like a meaning behind it, like there's a build up to it.
I
there's
wonder
a
if-
reason for it.
I wonder if young RTB is becoming, you know, a young man, because this is the same person who a couple of years ago would have been like, "Did you see this idol show? I love the dancing and singing."
Daniel a few years ago would be like, I can turn this iPod into a pencil. Wow.
No, that's just a meme.
This man who came from idol anime and now is just like, "Oh, I love Attack on Titan. It's so edgy."
I mean, he refuses to like accept the fact that he's a weeb.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, see, you see, and he's like
Should we add?
passionate.
Should we
He's so
add?
passionate about like Attack on
That's
Titan.
you.
No, how many times have you been the one to recommend me an anime? You're just like, have you watched this anime? You should
That's
totally
because
go watch
the
it.
animes I watch are life changing.
Ha. Yeah, sure. So yeah. Darling in the Franks, you were like,
No,
you
that-
should totally
Darling-
watch
no,
it,
I
and
didn't
it
say
ends
that.
like, and
I
then
only
when
said
it
that
ends, you're like,
because-
oh, it's so bad.
It was.
Oh yeah, and what about
started
Shield
off
Hero
good.
and stuff?
Yeah,
He just
Shield
said he
Hero
doesn't.
started
He
off
just
good
said he doesn't
too.
like it.
Also, Bunny Girl Senpai.
Yeah, that started off. Wait. Yeah, that
No,
started
you
off
liked
good.
that one. That one's good. That one was started good and ended
That
good.
one was kind of like alright the entire way. Like it's like pretty solid the entire
I
way.
really
But
liked
nothing,
Bunny
like,
Girl
kinda-
Senpai until I read the wiki and ruined it for me.
Oh no.
Anyway. Oh.
Can we add? I've got an idea for a new section to add as a topic each week. RTB, I want to run this by you. All right, so tell me what you think. So each week we get a new guest, right? That's the plan. And new topic. We ask the guest: is RTB a weeb?
Yeah,
I'm not.
obviously.
Dude.
What do you reckon,
Himechin-
Simon?
I think that's a great
No.
idea.
No, you gotta admit,
Definitely a
you're
weeb.
more of a weeb than me.
Wait, Simon?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna.
No,
I'm not
no,
gonna say I'm
Himechin
not.
Is the one
Oh, Himechin.
accusing me. Yes. You gotta admit, come on.
Okay. So, actually,
Mr4Eva is drooling right now. He loves this debate.
recently,
Yeah.
okay, listen. Recently, I've literally not been watching that much anime because I've been like either doing like my idol work
Actually,
or
I'm not even a weeb.
doing actual schoolwork.
Wait, can we hang on a sec? She's
Yeah, but
she
that doesn't
literally
answer.
said- Can we? Okay, so she said she's not watching anime as much because she's being an idol, and she's in front of
Can we point out?
Japanese homework.
Can we point out
Oh my-
before
See? That's weeb.
before we recorded the podcast, I said something to Himechin and she said, "I am anime."
She did say that.
See, I win
I'm
now.
like, haha, Himechin's an
I'm
idol,
not a
expecting
weeb,
her to be like,
therefore.
I'm expecting her to be like, no. Instead, she's just like, that's because I am anime. Like, what the hell? Come on, that's weird. That's the next level. You know, Daniel, despite his faults, he's never once said, "Hey,
That's
you know, now that I think about it, I am Naruto." He's never said that. You'll never hear him say that, even today. Although he might say, "Oh, Levi Senpai." He might say that.
We said that last episode of Attack on Titan.
Wow.
Episode.
Yeah, I really should be going to
Four.
now.
No, it's so
no, you
early.
can't because then I have to get off,
Yeah, you do, because my mom's gonna get mad.
bro.
All
So,
right.
have I won? Did I win the argument there?
No.
I don't know.
No,
I don't
that's
think.
What?
not the argument.
Okay,
The
what's your
argument
I don't
comeback?
think. I don't think
is
there's.
Daniel Lewis.
Okay,
Is
make,
Just
make
because
the
I'm
response.
just because I'm more of a weeb doesn't mean that you're not a weeb.
Oh, she's got you there. She's literally.
Okay,
She's
one
literally.
more thing. Daniel has more anime goods than I do.
Daniel-
And he bought them all.
Wait, no, you
Yeah,
got
She-
and he
Own
bought them,
money.
yeah, but he bought them all with his own money. My posters were all given to me from my fans.
Oh my
all
god,
your
she's
anime
bragging
fans.
about her anime fans. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
exactly.
No, but even though I've got these like posters, right? Daniel still has more than I do.
My posters are art. Yours are like
But it's
idol
still
characters.
anime.
Mine's like an artwork. Have you seen my posters? You've seen them.
Of course
That's what
I've
Weeb
seen
would
them.
say.
Yeah, they're like artworks.
Yeah, that's what we'd say. Literally, that is what we would say.
No,
It's just like,
no,
I
they're
have
actually-
The
this
only
because
thing-
this is artwork.
The
My
only
wife,
thing-
Oh my god.
No,
The only thing keeping you from being a maxi weeb, Daniel, is that you don't call them waifus.
No, I don't.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing holding him back.
He probably
It's
does when he,
once he accepts his fate and calls them a waifu, there's no going back. He will have accepted himself for who he is.
he's muting himself because he's calling them a wife.
He's muted himself to say, "I love my waifus." That's what he's doing again. Can't help it.
Yeah.
Daniel has a body pillow too.
Oh my
That was
god.
sponsored.
Daniel.
That was sponsored.
Daniel.
Did you
He still
didn't do a
accepted
video of
it.
that though, did you?
You accepted the opportunity for a
why.
body pillow sponsorship. I
Don't worry,
understand.
I'll put the body
thought it was
pillow
fucking
sponsorship
funny, and no
video
one
in
thought
the
it was funny.
description.
Oh hell yeah.
Everyone, I thought it was funny.
I'll
No,
put
that's,
it in the
that is
description
funny.
if
I'll
anyone wants
give
to
you
see it.
credit. All right,
Okay,
enough hacking on the weeb. Let's go to our next
I'm not a
topic.
weeb.
That's what
I
you
knew
like
I
to
knew
think.
I knew he'd have to come back. I knew he
watch,
couldn't let
only
it
anime
go.
I'm watching right now is Attack on Titan.
Yeah, what about Steins Gate?
Season.
Like before. Just
What do
because
you
it's
mean?
finished
I've
doesn't mean
watched
you have.
Steins Gate.
Yeah, exactly. You've watched
Okay,
Steins
wait,
Gate.
let's continue this. Okay, how many animes have you watched? How many like seasons of animes have you watched? Roughly. Let's compare
I
these
can't
numbers.
count.
He's not. No one can count.
Dude,
that.
estimate.
Okay,
estimate.
listen.
Even Einstein
Listen,
can't
no,
count that high.
listen. So anime is literally like just normal cartoons for me because I've been watching it literally since I was born because my
makes her
sister
laugh.
watched anime.
She's a weeb.
So I'm not even kidding. It's literally a TV show for me. Like, well,
Okay. A new question. How many anime seasons would you consider someone a weeb? Like watch?
But it doesn't matter if
Yeah.
she's a weeb. The question is,
No,
are you?
no, exactly, because you can't compare. She said, even if I'm more of a weeb than you, that doesn't mean you're a weeb. So
Okay,
how
let's
many
make the
would you?
number.
So how many?
You know, the amount of like anime you watch doesn't actually like
It does.
How you
make.
I didn't expect this to be such a serious topic.
Such a debate.
Why is this so heavy? I expected this to be. Do you think he's a weeb? Yes.
Yes.
All right, next topic, guys. Let's move
Everyone
on.
thinks yes. It's just Daniel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Okay,
okay.
name
He doesn't have to.
Name me
Like, he doesn't have
amount
to
of
do it.
seasons. Name me amount of seasons that someone has to watch.
Okay, Daniel.
Look, Daniel, let's be honest. If you were in a room with your subscribers and you said you're not a weeb, they'd staple a Naruto bandana to your head. They'd be like, wrong.
I'm like-
Ding dong,
I'm
your
like-
opinion is wrong.
Me saying I'm a weeb is like a joke. Like when I say I'm iron.
Yeah.
Like-
Daniel,
But you are.
Daniel, am I a weeb?
No.
Not really.
Aren't you like a K-pop weeb? Like
Yeah.
what is that a thing? Is
I'm
that
joking,
a word?
I'm joking.
The worst kind
I
of
listen to
weeb.
K-pop.
I
Me
listen to
too.
K-pop, but that's
I'm
because
not- I'm
it's
joking.
like the music I
I
grew
listen
up
to
with.
Yeah. Tell it to the judge.
Yeah,
Keeb.
that's actually what I do. That's actually what I say with that.
Can we change positions?
Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing over there?
Nothing.
Oh my god.
Oh.
ASMR.
Uh-oh, she's
Is
getting
this
yelled at now.
Okay.
is this
Yeah.
ASMR?
Okay, that's actually the end for me.
Oh,
Mama at me.
All right.
Like she's
no
already
worries.
starting to yell at me.
My butt's gonna get really sore then.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Whoa.
That's a bit-
My mum's
Alright.
gonna-
Right next to her mum. Jesus.
Whoa.
Bruh.
So we're gonna do quick. See you
Daniel,
later.
you were the one
Himechin.
who's like slept on my butt and
It's what?
Don't need to say that here.
Okay. So I need to like.
Quick, name the amount of seasons that someone needs to watch before you
Shut
leave.
up, Daniel. You're
It's
just a weeb,
irrelevant
okay?
now.
Accept
No,
it.
it's very important. Very important.
Okay, no,
Daniel, the more you defend
No.
yourself, the more you look like a weeb.
Just name a number. Okay.
He's
Why?
gonna
Bye-bye.
turn into a titan.
Bye bye.
Yeah. See you, Himechin.
Okay. Thanks for inviting me? Question mark.
Question mark?
Question
You
mark.
had the question mark. You just said thanks for inviting me.
She did get.
Question mark?
To be fair, she did get a little bit, abused on the podcast.
Confused. We were just having a friendly banter.
Friendly banter. How many
argument.
anime have you watched,
Okay.
Weeaboo?
Okay. It's actually getting late. So I'll lie. I'm gonna lie. Lie. I'm gonna. There. You already had it.
No, I'm not.
You are. Just go
You're
onto
already
your
in here, bro.
phone.
Oh, I'm offline.
No, yeah, but like so yeah, I'm gonna get off before my mom comes slaps me.
Yeah, I don't want to get slapped.
Yeah, but we want to get the full experience.
Okay, well
We
I'm
wanna
gonna
get
dude, it's my bedtime. Okay, it's
No,
past.
it's so good.
It's It's past my bedtime.
Go!
Get out of my podcast right now.
Yeah, guys.
Okay. See you.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Problem.
Thank
That
God,
was
am I
good.
right?
Daniel, you finished? Like,
All right. Okay, Mr.
over
Forever.
50.
Now,
Back to
now that all the civil people are here,
Silly.
please let-
Is Simon? Do we know if Simon's coming back?
he's driving, so unless he's gonna
Oh,
be in the car.
maybe he's just gonna listen or something.
Daniel,
I don't know.
Daniel.
Okay, I've watched 59 animes.
Yes, and
according
you
to my
have how
anime.
many favorite characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
59 is not that many.
You also have favorite voice actors.
Considering most are 12 episodes.
You know what's odd? I have favorite voice
And some
actors,
are
but I don't
movies.
know their names. Is that just me?
Kaya no Ai, Hanazawa.
I don't know any of these characters. Any of these.
Yeah, let's
any of
just
these
move
people.
on.
Yeah, we can move on. That topic was. That
Weeb is
topic
very
sucks. You know.
subjective,
Very subjective.
And
You're
yeah, very touchy.
No, I like this idea of we having that as a
Well,
topic each week. Though that's funny.
Holy, so you want me to fucking become enraged?
It doesn't have
every
to
week?
be. You don't have to get angry about it every time. It's just
I'm
funny
not
to ask
angry,
someone.
it's
I
just-
think it's a
it
good
was
gag
funny.
to have each episode.
I just thought, why is Himechin accusing me of being weak? It was just, that's what it's
Yeah,
like.
you
I
ever
was
heard
like,
the saying "takes one to
I'm
know
not
one"?
weak.
Takes one to know
Well,
one.
she didn't
That's
admit
how.
that. She took herself down to win the argument. Basically, she was like, just because I am doesn't mean you aren't. So I was like, okay, if you like, there was like
That's
kind of a
okay.
checkmate.
Checkmate.
No, it wasn't a check. It wasn't a checkmate. It's a stalemate move.
Yeah, how funky
Like-
is that? Every
Yeah.
time you say that with like a really Aussie accent. Checkmate. Just like that. Stale, mate. Amazing.
Checkmate, mate.
Checkmate, mate.
Checkmate.
Mate, mate,
Checkmate.
mate.
Have you
Mate,
seen-
mate, mate, mate. Hey, mate. Mate. All right. I wish there was. I think that's reminding me like of this like YouTube clip I saw. You've probably seen it before. It's like a Aussie in anime or something, and it's just like these like couple of clips from anime. I think one of them is Free, like the swimming anime, and it has like a Japanese exchange student goes to Australia, and he goes and he meets like his like foster parents or something, and they're Aussie, and it's just so odd because it's just like typical, Japanese voice actor. Sounds very anime. They're like, oh, konnichiwa. They're very, very polite. And then the other guy, the parents are just like, oh, thanks for coming out here, mate. It's just like, man, this is not an anime I want to watch. This is so odd. Like, just having an
No one
Aussie
wants to see
voice.
Australian culture.
An Aussie voice
Unless
in
it's a
anime
comedy.
is odd unless it's funny. Like, pretty much
Have you
it.
realized the only good like Australian like actors and stuff are comedians?
No, they're not all comedians, but they don't speak Australian when they act. Think about that.
Like the ones
Except
that
for that-
showcase Australian culture,
Four.
like the popular videos are all like
Do you remember Suicide
Comedies.
Squad?
Gross.
Remember Boomerang in Suicide Squad? Remember that guy who he's like,
Why do I hear
"Hey
Simon-
guys, it's me,
Wait,
Captain
wait.
Boomerang," and you're
Yeah.
like, "Why are you here? Why is this guy
Boomerang.
Australian and why is
I'm
he in
Captain
here?"
Boomerang. I came back.
it sounds really bad. This audio.
Did you not watch Suicide Squad? It was disgusting.
It does sound pretty bad. It's true. He's in a car,
Do I
It's
sound
like-
bad?
Yeah, you do.
and you just sound like you're in a car. It's like the car experience.
On my phone.
What? Why does he sound like he's in a car on a phone?
Because I'm in my car.
Oh, he's in a box. Why is he talking in a box? I don't understand.
Got captured.
Should I?
Personally, I felt that like a new Commodore would probably have better audio, but I guess not.
No one said the acoustics in this thing were supposed to be good.
The acoustics are the best part. That's why I went with my I don't remember what car I have.
My
Forgotten.
auditorium-sized car.
Okay, anyway, that'll do us for anime. Let's get on to the gamer topic, as we like to
Alright.
call
Oh,
it.
that's me. I'm good at video
Should we
games.
Switch up the topics every week. Like just stop like two topical stuff.
Topical stuff. What? Well, I had an idea for a topic we could
Yeah, we
do.
just go Keemstar's channel, right?
Well, then
My
it's not
idea,
really
my
a topic,
idea.
it's
I don't
more
know
a
if you're up for this. We look at a news site. Like I pull up a news site or a news article, and we talk about it after having not read it.
Oh, what about we talk about FaZe? That's trending.
What's happening with FaZe? I don't
that
know.
guy.
Never mind. Okay, never mind.
I know what you're talking
If you
about. He's
don't,
like
if you don't know, there's no discussion.
Okay, all right,
That's true.
fair enough.
I'm the-
Oh, why don't we talk
Basically,
about Labour lost the election? Congratulations,
well,
Liberal.
no one's gonna care about that.
Oh
Yeah, no
no.
one actually cares
I
about
mean,
that.
like half.
For
that
those who
village
don't
might not
know-
be Australians.
Australia had an election, and nothing changed.
Liberal made an anime comeback. Everyone was writing them off.
The equivalent of the Republicans were expected to lose in Australia, and then basically the Australian
100%
Republicans, were like, "Yep, we've lost this election," and then they won, and we're all like, "Huh? What
Yeah,
happened?"
even betting companies were like, we're so confident that Liberals gonna lose. We're gonna pay out people who bet for Labor early, and they did all these early payouts. And then Liberal won, so they had to pay out the Liberal people as well. So they just lost huge amounts of money because they basically got nothing. So
That's funny.
I didn't even know you could bet on politicians.
How
but I
how
think bet on
crazy is it that you can
now.
bet on that shit?
I
Like
bet
imagine
that-
betting on it and you cast your vote thinking that it will increase your odds of winning. You like imagine looking up going like you're on Google, right? And you're a gamble addict or whatever. And you're looking up on Google, "Hey, what's the best way to cast my vote to make me more likely to win my multi?" or something. You're like,
Well, you can actually cast votes at different locations because they take your name down on a piece of paper and then they
Yeah.
give you a ballot. So you could just go to different locations and cast it multiple times. So
I
then
think you
increase
can, but you can get
your
you
vote.
can get
I mean,
you can get.
increase.
I think you get caught eventually.
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, but then how do they know which vote
They always
was yours?
they always ask you and say, "Hey, have you voted in another location?" And every time when I went and
just say
voted,
no.
they asked me that, and I was nervous for some reason. I was like, "Fuck, did they find out?" I was like, "Wait, I haven't even done that though. Why am I nervous?" It's like when you go through airport security, like, "Do I have a bomb?" I don't think so, but what if I do? What if I have drugs on my shoe? I don't know.
Yeah, what happens if someone smuggled it? And you're like,
You're
"Ugh."
always nervous when police is walking past, but
Yeah.
you know that you haven't done anything wrong anyways.
That's like you know, you guys would have experienced this. You go to a Macca's or a McDonald's, and there's police there, and you're just like, you know, you're sitting there eating your food, and the police are like looking at you, and you're like, "Does he know?" And you're like, "Know what?" Just like in your head, you're making up all the things you could have done. You're like, you know, maybe I didn't park right, and he's looking at me because he's a bit suspicious. It's like all kinds of things. You're just like, man, is my car lowered illegally, even though I didn't do that? What if it is? It's gonna catch me. Anyway, to gamers, like we are going to talk about before
yeah.
we talked about whatever. I think I already told my ARAM story, so that was good.
You did.
Other than that, I don't think I've actually played any games other than Rocket League, and that's not very
Yeah,
interesting, so I'm not going
I've
to talk
really
about it.
played anything other than League, so
I've been playing Terraria again recently.
Oh, what's that like? I mean, I know the game, but like, what's it like playing it again?
It's just a nostalgia. I've been playing a lot of nostalgia games, actually, to be honest,
Hmm.
oh, I know
games
what
that
I've been
played
playing.
as a child.
What
Oh,
have you been
Dan's been playing his stupid card game.
Yeah, I was playing Forza Horizon because like I like to drive
Oh,
cars
he's
that
back
I
to
can't actually
Forza.
afford. So I'm like going for a drive. Like I feel like driving the Mercedes today. Oh, why don't
Can
I
you-
try out my Lambo?
You're such a kid.
He's playing Hot Wheels.
But I also
That's not
drive,
even
like,
with a
the
racing
shitter
wheel, is
cars.
it? That's just with a controller,
I
right?
drive like a Golf R, which is more affordable, and then it's like it's fun, you know.
I like this idea. You know, this is hilarious. I just came up with this idea. Imagine being like, you know, middle class, don't earn a lot of money, and you're thinking of getting a new car, and you know, you don't want to spend time going to dealerships and trying out cars, right? What you want to do, you pull out Forza and you look at the budget range on there, and then you just drive the car in Forza, and that's how you decide what your next car is going to be. You're like, I can save up for this. It's affordable in
Or you can
Forza.
just create a simulation type of with the same type of like create a 360 surround sound, get a nice chair, and then get a steering wheel.
Me and my
And then
friend
get a
did that.
vibration system.
Yeah.
So it feels real.
My friend had a racing wheel with like a manual gear stick thing, and then it had like a clutch and a brake and accelerator.
Oh, I
like
should
pedals.
install that in my new room. Let me
It
draw
was
that.
so those were so cool, right? And then we also brought my VR headset for the game we were playing. I can't remember what the game's called. It's like Dirt Rally or something.
Dirt Rally, yeah.
One of them maybe, something like that. And we were playing that, and it was so real. It was scary. It's like I was really driving. Then when you crashed it, you died in real life, not just in the game. No, it was good. It's good fun.
I was watching TV the other day with my dad, and we thought we were watching real like Formula One races, but eventually it was revealed it was like a PlayStation event, and it was like an esports thing. And my dad and I looked at each other and we were like, "Wait, what the fuck are we watching?"
You weren't even watching real racing.
We thought it was real racing, like, and then everyone was like in pods.
I want to do that to like, you know, someone's dad who just loves going to the races. He like goes to the Bathurst 1000 every year. He like loves racing, so he goes every year, and you just put on the TV and go, "Hey mate, have you heard of this race that's happening in Sydney?" And he's like, "Oh really? I haven't heard of this. What is this?" He's really excited, and then you just like reveal at the end, "Oh, by the way, they're not even real cars, idiot." Got him. I like that. No, that's funny.
So,
You know what I found out?
What did you find out?
Fortnite still really fucking popular, and not just on Twitch. I don't think it's too popular with people over the age of 15, but
it's because more and more kids are getting access to the internet every day. So.
no, I guess so. I met my cousins who were 13 and 10. I hadn't met them in haven't seen them for since they were babies, basically. And so it was cool to meet them because, you know, like it's like having a little brother I've never had. So I was like, "Oh, cool. How you guys going?" And they're just like, so I'm there to meet them, and then, you know, I thought they'd be like, "Oh, I haven't seen you. Who are you?" Instead, they didn't even care I was there. And one of them is just on Fortnite with a headset on, playing on Xbox, and he just ignored me for like hours, just playing Fortnite. Eventually, his dad said, "All right, mate, get off." And then he was like a cool kid, but it's crazy because it's almost, for me, it's like being a parent. It was like, hey. Like, oh, wow, I'm meeting my family who I haven't met in a long time, and he's just going crazy on Fortnite. I was like, man, I would have thought he'd be like, "This game sucks." And I was having a chat to him about games. I was like, "Hey, you ever heard of League of Legends?" And he's just like, "That sucks." It's like, "You ever heard of Overwatch?" And he's like, yeah, I've played that. And it's like, "Yeah, what do you think of it?" "That sucks." And then I was like, and then I said to him, "Hey, man, you ever heard of, you ever played Rocket League?" And you know what he says to me? "That's for kids." Oh, nearly killed him right there.
Oh, fuck.
No, that was funny.
I think the reason why I stopped playing Fortnite is because of the community. Like, I went over there to play for a bit. I liked the game, but I didn't stay there because I realized that.
I like how we say like over there, like it's a country. I went over there.
Although I didn't like the League community a lot at the time, I was like really against it. Fortnite was worse, so I was like, I'm going back. It's like,
take me back. Take me back.
Take me back. So
take me back to the April sun.
I don't know. It just Fortnite. It's like it's a bit too. I don't want to sound like a hippie or anything, but it's like too mainstream.
No, I agree. Yeah, it's probably not even considered mainstream, but I still wouldn't play it.
Every time some like old person or something like who's trying to like be hip and cool with the kids, they're like, "Oh, so what games do you play? Do you like play Fortnite or something?" It's so fucking annoying. Like all my lecturers, when they're like, "So do you guys do gaming? Like, you know, play Fortnite? You guys play Fortnite, right?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like, even if we did, I don't want to hear it. Like when I was playing League and League was really popular, no one ever said it like that. Like, "Oh, you all play League?" But because Fortnite's played by all these celebrities and stuff like that, it's just all like,
you saying that reminds me. That reminds me of like that. Oh, you can go, Simon. You're good.
No, I was just gonna say, like, it's because everyone at least knows a kid in their family, and the kid is always going to be playing Fortnite. Like the lecturers, if the lecturer doesn't have children of their own, like they know children that play Fortnite. Like it's a household
Yeah, but
name.
was it ever like that for any other game? No.
Well, it wouldn't be. It's not like that with anything else because no game was actually like, no kids play like League of Legends and stuff. Like maybe Minecraft was at that point, maybe, but it was, never like, yeah.
I was at a trivia night in Sydney, in I don't know, some sports bar thing, and I thought it'd be fun, so I went to this trivia night, and I basically went real bad at trivia, and there was a question that was something like, "What is this game? It uses the currency V-Bucks, and you jump off a battle bus to fight other players." I was like, whew, you know, the song's going off, like the trivia song is like, dun, 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 dun. What is it going to be? How am I possibly going to know the answer to this? And I'm there at the table, and you know, there are people like similar age, and they're all like, they don't even play games, and they're like, yeah, that's Fortnite. I'm like, I'm still trying to work it out, you know. No, I knew what it was, right? But the funny thing is, the guy running the show for this trivia night, he goes round to each table, and he's like, you know, it's like an oldies table, or like there's like people in like their 30s, and they're like, "Hey guys, what's that?" And it's like, "What do you write down?" And it's like, "Oh, Fortnite." He goes to our table, it's like, "What do you write down?" You know, we're all like in our early 20s, and it's like, "Oh, Fortnite." Goes to the oldies table, like people in the like 60s or 70s. He's like, "What do you write down?" And they say, "Mortal Kombat."
That's right.
Close one. He's just there going around going like, "Oh, that was a close one, guys. You can have a point for that." I was just like, "Yeah, fair enough. Give him a point for that." Why would they know what Fortnite is? Fortnite, isn't that 2 weeks? They're like, "What the hell? What's that about?"
Yeah, but all the people that are like mid-age, they try to be super cool by knowing what Fortnite is.
Yo, guys, you guys play Fortnite? You play that game, guys?
It's just, I don't know.
You
Something
saying
about
that
just bugs me.
that literally reminds me of the E3 thing. By Sona, by the way, reminds me of the E3 thing where they like made a game. I think it was Diablo, and everyone's so excited about this new game. They're like, holy
God.
shit! And then they go like, so it's for mobile. And then he's just like, he goes to the crowd. He's just like, "Yo, y'all got phones?" That's what that reminds me of. Y'all got phones? It's
Yeah,
just like,
and the guy asks the question, and he's like,
Weren't people booing?
Is this an out of season April Fool's joke?
yeah, that's
That's
edgy.
controversial. Some people were like pissed. Like, also lots of people found it funny, but also a lot of people found it offensive. They're like, "Oh, the developers worked so hard on it." Blah blah blah. I don't know what to think of it, to be honest.
It's I'm not surprised people defend the developers because they have a pretty good rep before that. I think it's just like a case of the developer is completely out of touch with their audience. Like
Exactly.
they basically went too far into the future too soon.
Dumb.
In the future,
their
everyone
marketing team was like, "Hey, why don't everyone's like mobile games are popular? Why don't we just put it on mobile?"
It's like, oh, what if we make it a mobile game, we'll get a bigger audience, which is true. But that's not your audience. That's not your audience. Your audience is PC gamers and console gamers. Like,
Well,
you
not
just
even
ostracize them
Diablo,
by comparing them to a
most
mobile
people-
game and offended them in a lot of
Should
cases.
have made it cross-platform. That would have been cool if they were like, "Oh, it's on PC."
That's what
and you
they
can
were
play it
saying.
on
They're like, "Hey, is this coming to PC?" And they're like, "We have no plans for that." It's just like, oh.
phone.
I'm not saying it's not going to happen. They probably started immediately
You heard
considering,
League of
why didn't we
Legends
do
is
that?
coming to the phone. I
Yeah,
hope it's not
It's already on the
cross-platform.
phone, right?
Hope
Mobile.
it's
Mobile Legends.
I'm not gonna
well.
play it. That's for sure.
I'm
Fuck,
not
I
going to
don't-
play it.
No. Get out of my life.
I don't know how people play Fortnite on their phone. It's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah, I've never even done that. I don't have any games on my phone actually.
Maybe you should try play Fortnite on your phone.
No,
and
that's
get, like,
fucking dumb. It drains battery.
It's fucking dumb.
It makes me lose brain cells. I
You're
don't even
basically
have
the PC master race. Fortnite on a phone? That's fucking dumb.
No. That,
No.
Like, my sister plays PUBG on the phone, and I'm like, why? Why?
I
I
had
don't
a
like mobile games.
I went on a
I won't
holiday
play it.
with my friends from uni after we graduated to like basically celebrate. And one of the guys there I've known for years. He's normally into like photography and video stuff. He's like pretty arty guy, and he just like everyone's there like in this lounge room having a chat, and he just fucks off for a bit. I'm like, oh, I guess he's gone to the bathroom or something, and he's disappeared for like an hour. No one knows where he is. We go upstairs, and he's just sitting on the couch with his phone out, like earphones on, not like headphones, just like iPod earphones. I think they have a microphone too, I'm guessing. And he's just there going like talking to his mate. And I'm like, oh, he's having a chat to someone, all right. And then I realized how he's holding his phone. I was like, no, he's playing a game, and he's playing PUBG. And apparently he was telling me he plays like PUBG on mobile all the time, and he's got like his squad that he plays with on mobile. I was like, why wouldn't you just play the actual game, like, rather than shoot bots on a mobile game? Like, come on, that's got to be so shit. Like, it just has to be.
I'm just not that into gaming.
Yeah, like the PUBG mobile was interesting, right? Because I think they realized that like it was going to be hard to have lots of players at once. So you basically, I think you play with like 5 or 6, and then every other player is a bot. So like it's like you could like play and get like, be number 1 over and over again because the bots fucking suck. They basically just run in and die over and over again, don't shoot back. So it's just like you win in PUBG Mobile, and you're like, yes, I did it. And you're like, well, there was only 2 other players in that game, but I did kill 60 players, so I'm pretty good. It's like, oh man, it doesn't really count, It's not the same. No. Not like getting a Fortnite win. Not a battle royale win.
Victory Royale.
Victory Royale, that's what it's called.
I hope they don't make the League of Legends thing cross-platform.
They can't. It's impossible.
Ooh, that would be a yikes, wouldn't it?
Imagine how much flame you'll get.
I can't wait to play Lee
mobile
Sin.
Player? Are you playing on mobile? Question mark. Because
you know what? If you could make a good Lee Sin on mobile, I'd probably play it. I'll be honest.
Lee Sin on
I'd have to upgrade my phone though, just to play Lee Sin on mobile, just to have the experience. It'd probably fit his character because the controls would have to be so unco that it would be like I'm really blind,
I am blind too.
Welcome back, Himechin.
Are you back?
Why? You just said bye.
You kicked me out and you came back?
No, look, the main problem
Now
was
we have a low quality.
house.
Now we have a low quality Simon.
Oh yeah, look, that's because my
kicked
mom
me
would
out?
actually. Look, it's not my fault. I keep blaming my mom.
Look, to be fair, I actually prefer low quality Simon to high
Why
quality
don't
Simon.
we pretend she never? Why don't we pretend she never left, and we like skip to this part?
Well,
and just, like,
Himechin,
we put
you
Simon into a tin can.
Himechin, why did you put Simon in a tin can? He's suffering in there. That poor boy.
It's cold in here.
All right.
Don't worry, I
anyway.
put you in a tin can so I can carry you around with me everywhere.
Oh, that sounds nice.
That's kind of weird.
That's kind of weird.
What the fuck? Shut up. Dan.
Anyway, let's
You wanna
continue on the weeaboo debate.
Fuck that.
Daniel, you just want to talk about it, don't you?
He wants to prove himself.
He wants to, like, the more you talk about it, the more you're a weeb.
Wait, he's back to that? Are you
Alright.
serious?
I don't want to talk about that anymore, though.
Can we
Himechin,
not
we'll
do
move
that
on.
again?
That was funny 2 hours ago. When you were here, Himechin. Huh?
I mean, it wasn't even 2 hours ago.
Anyway, well, Himechin, here's a question for you now that you're back, because you've missed it.
Yeah.
What do you think of Mobile Legends? What do you think of League of Legends coming to mobile?
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
What the heck?
What the heck?
What the heck? That's your response, guys.
Some insane input here.
Okay. So, I don't have any
Will you
space
play
on
it?
my phone anyways. Yes!
She said yes. She's gonna play it. She said yes.
Okay,
She's getting
so,
yelled at again.
look. Okay, I need a whisper.
Oh no.
ASMR.
Sorry. What's it called? I don't have any space on my phone anyways, so I wouldn't be able to.
Probably wouldn't be able to
Why
play.
don't-
You have like
I wouldn't
Why
be
doesn't
able
it-
to run
see, don't you?
Why doesn't she
No,
just
it's not
uninstall
there.
Fortnite and then she'll have room?
I don't have Fortnite. I can't even run Fortnite. My phone like version doesn't even allow me to run Fortnite.
You tried?
No.
All right.
Well,
Cool.
actually, I did. I tried because
You
Jason
tried?
told me to try.
What the? Excuse.
All right. Well, anyway, that's gaming sorted. Now back to the Weeb.
Oh no.
Now that Himechin can't defend herself with her whispery voice, any point she makes will not be as effective. Now's your chance, Daniel. At long last, you can
Now
prove
time to
yourself.
pounce.
Pounce. What about it, huh, Daniel?
Oh, Pianta commented on a podcast. That's
Let's
cute.
talk about Pianta. To get
Let's
into
talk about
comment again.
Pianta
Let's see
again.
if he's listening right now.
No, he listened to the last one when I can see because I
Yeah,
remember
he
last
must
time we
have,
said
because we
we
didn't
said
talk
we
about
love-
Pianta till like midway, didn't we?
we said we love Pianta. He's a great guy, and he's like, I love you too in the comments. What a cool dude. Shout
Yeah,
out
he
to
must have
Pianta.
listened to it. Is he
We'll have to
listening
see you.
now?
We'll have to, Pianta, if you're still listening, bro.
Maybe
we
he
might
didn't
have
like
to-
my comments about Weeb and stuff. I was really negative, and he's a really
maybe.
positive guy. So
He probably hates us now. Probably turned him off the pod. But if you
I-
are here,
I-
keen to get you
I have
on
a
as
lot
a
of
guest.
friends who are really really neutral in things. Like Pianta and Mirai are one of the most neutral people I've ever met, and they're really positive. It's a good aspect to have. Like they like seeing like a point of view from both sides. Like, I mean, I do that too, except I'm more opinionated. So
Yeah.
I may come across as more biased, but they're pretty.
Yeah, worst thing for a
neutral.
podcast to have an opinion. It's just
You know,
absolutely shocking.
Daniel is like literally the most biased person I know.
Dude,
Like, you remember
I see things from
okay.
different perspectives.
Okay, what about this? Remember the
I'm listening.
remember the fan 5v5 thing? Yeah, he went for the red team just because his favorite
That's
color
'cause I
is the
put
red
m-
team.
That's
And
because
guess
I
what
put
else?
money on them. I
Okay,
put money on them.
Why
Put
did you put
money
money
on
on them? Because they are the red team. Okay, another point. Okay,
That is the
another point.
worst
You
point
just
I've ever heard of. That was a joke.
Okay, and what else is there? You're like, diamond players have diamond privileges. And then when a and when a bronze player makes a play, it's like, whoa, what a legendary play. And when a diamond player makes a play, you're just like, oh, it's the diamond privileges. Just because you're not diamond, man, Daniel.
That's
Actually-
got nothing to do with bias.
That has nothing to do. I actually agree too. That's actually a good point.
When a bronze player
If a bronze player
makes,
does
like,
well-
a legendary move, it's special because usually people think they're going to play badly.
Yeah. Although
It's
actually
like
maybe
when the dumbest kid in the class gets 100%, you're like, oh my gosh. But when the smartest kid in the class gets 100%, you're like, okay, he's the
wasn't even
smartest
that.
kid.
You, like-
That's how it works. That's not bias. That's just
Yeah,
celebrating the
right.
disadvantaged.
Hmm.
You didn't even care about all the bronze people. The only thing you did was dog on the diamond people.
Yeah.
I do care about bronze people. I started off in bronze 5. I started from that bottom.
I started on the bottom. Now I'm here, still at the bottom.
I was bronze 5. Actually, I started in bronze 4, but I got demoted to bronze 5. But we're never going to talk about that again. But
Okay.
yeah, I spent a long time in bronze 5. It was a good time. Great comebacks. It
I think-
allowed me to just go up from there. I hit rock bottom, and now I'm just the best player in the world.
Now he's the best. There's no one else better out there. This reminds.
Well, yeah.
Remember last
How
week when
could
you said
I'm
you know
really
I think I could ease if I actually played League regularly, I'd probably just settle for like rank 2 or rank 1. that was the best. That's the best quote. Hey, that's just amazing. It's like I'd probably settle for that. You know, I wouldn't mind
Hey,
that.
I've got an
That'd be
interesting
okay.
question. How can you ever find out the best player in Iron 4? Like, how can you ever find it?
There's a ranking, isn't there?
Yeah, but wouldn't the best player get promoted? Who's the best
No, but
player?
it's like
after
best player, but only briefly.
that? Okay. guess
I think the problem with that though is like because there's so many. Or actually, you know what? That's a lie. I was gonna say there's so many Smurfs at Iron 4, but that's actually just not true.
including Smurfs.
There's basically no Smurfs at Iron 4 because it's too hard to get to. It's like you could int every game and you still couldn't get there.
Is there a
Iron
difference?
4 is basically the different parts in Bronze 5. They've just broken it apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
was gonna
basically
say,
Bronze
like-
5 for the big section of it. It became
That is-
overpopulated.
It is
I
good
think.
they
Bronze
it is
5.
good they did that. Bronze 5 was real wild because you could be Bronze 5 and just get absolutely fucked. by like your teammates every game, or you could be bronze 5 and just like it's just like, oh, you know, players just aren't quite as skilled as the golds. That's all the difference was. It was just like they're just not quite as good. But then it was basically like once you get, that's why like they call it Elo Hell, you know, because like of the hidden MMR system, it'd be like
Bronze is the hardest one to get out of.
You get bronze and it's like, okay, you know, you can climb out, it's fine. But if you get bronze with bad MMR, then you're stuck there for life because you get matched with only toxic players. You don't get to play with actual people anymore. You just play with Satan, who is on 5 accounts. Like
I play a lot of games on bronze 5 now that I remember. Like that was difficult.
It can be very difficult if your MMR is bad at the end of the day. But onto.
Wait, are you saying it can be hard to get out of bronze if you're bad?
It can get if your account has like literally my advice. Hey, advice with forever. My advice: if you're a player who's stuck in like the shittiest elo, like if you're Iron 4 or like bottom of Iron, whatever, and you can't get out, no matter what you do, maybe consider a new account. You'll get gold. If you're not a shit player, you'll just straight up get gold or whatever. Like that's what happened
or
for
just
me.
give up on ranked like me.
You can give up. You can do that too. There's no shame in giving up. Well, there is a lot, but we can pretend there's none on this podcast because we all suck.
Hey, I've never been in bronze before.
Oh wow, it's me, Himechin. I've never been bronze. So cool.
I've been in bronze for 3 hours and I got promoted straight away.
Okay, well, I guess our guests are better than us, so let's just kick them from the call then.
Someone dragged me into a ranked game without my permission. Like, I thought it was draft.
What do you mean without my permission? You have to answer the queue to play.
And accept the invite that says ranked on it.
I'm sorry, Sona. People cannot force you to play League of Legends.
It said draft. And I was like, okay, it's a normal draft game.
Oh, he changed it. He changed it in the mid-lobby switcheroo.
And then I get it. And then I'm like, wait, is this a ranked game? Because everyone was so serious about it. And I'm like, wait, no, I've been trolling this entire time. And then I got really pissed. Because I also luck support feeding.
You became the angry, serious player after a while. Because you realized it was a ranked game.
No. And then this guy was just calling me a heel slut and all that. And I was like, the heck? I don't play ranked here, and I wasn't even playing seriously either. So
maybe that's why they were pissed.
No, because I thought it was.
Do you ever play seriously? I don't think you ever have.
Yeah, so when I got out of it, he slapped me with the bronze too, and I was like, what?
You know when I played my placements, I was matched against plats and diamonds.
Okay.
So I got a lot of what's it called? Yeah. I can't speak.
That's a lie.
You win those games.
No. This team was a whole 5-man flex team, and I was like, okay.
Oh, it's flex.
You've been betrayed.
Is flex a real game mode?
Flex is the only game mode that matters, idiot head.
Okay.
Don't you know flex is how you flex. That's how you prove your worth as a gamer. If you can only rank up in solos, you have no skill. It takes a real leader to bring a flex team to goal.
Wait, you know Kitty, right? Athena?
Yeah, who's that?
She's challenger in solo duo.
Yeah, as I said, garbage needs to get challenger and flex at least. At least. Everybody knows
I got gold on flex last season, and then they removed the thing where you get a border from last season to your current border, and your current rank. So now I have no border. I'm really pissed. I used to do that every season.
I miss a border.
The last couple of weeks, I'll try and get gold just so I could get the gold border, and now I can't do it anymore. I would have liked. No, but it's your current rank. So if you elo DK to silver, you're gonna get a silver border. I don't want that.
You don't elo DK anymore.
No, you don't.
They got rid of that 5 seasons ago.
What are you talking about? It's crazy.
Daniel, you're so stupid.
That's actually
when I was actively playing ranked, I remember I used to wait months to get a border because I was like, I'm silver or gold now. Why can't I get the border now? I really want it. That's what I've been waiting for. And now they introduce active borders when I don't even play.
Well, maybe that's
Yeah,
your bad. It's
Daniel's like,
Too
remembering
late,
the
Riot.
good old days where
Soon,
he
watch
tried to
this.
start, like,
Soon, I'm
Halo.
gonna move out from League of Legends content, and I'm gonna continue on. Then Riot, they're gonna be like, "Hey, we're gonna start promoting creators on the client now." It's like, okay,
And
wish
that's
I did.
when
Wish I had that.
I'll strike #1 OCE Weeb YouTuber, bringing out the anime videos. You ever heard of Weeaboo Lane? Weeaboo Lane 3,
well, I'm gonna
baby.
actually go
He's
sleep
bringing
now.
it out.
30:11. Good night. Bye.
That's not even late.
See ya.
See
thing is-
ya.
Wait, is the guest allowed to ask the host questions?
No,
Yes.
no, not at all.
Yes.
No, never. In fact, if you ask
never.
questions, you will be
How dare
removed.
you even ask that?
If you
what's
for asking that question, we will digitally
shit.
remove yourself from the entire podcast just because you
Can
did
I
that.
promote myself to host so I can ask questions?
Can I promote? You know, like in checkers, when you get your checker to the end of the board and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
it
Can I?
becomes a king
No,
checker.
Simon. The way
What's
around
up?
this is just ask the question of the day.
That's
No,
the
I'm not
question of the
asking.
day in the
I
comments.
forgot the question of the day anyways.
Wait. We
Oh, no, I
have to
remember it,
be
I remember it.
interactive, don't we?
Why is there like a shed in the background, by the way? Who's shaking a tin can right now?
I know my cat is charging at
You
the
are
window.
ruining
I mean, no, not the window.
Literally-
podcasts.
literally
I'm
giving me
sorry, okay,
audit-
I'm gonna. I'm
auditory
gonna go out
cancer
now.
right now.
See you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Oh,
See ya.
see you.
Okay. Wait, alright. So in the comments on the other video, so this dude Ahmed, he asked, "What was
What?
your
You
favorite?"
ask? I wanted to read it.
Whoa.
I wanted to read it. No, you can read it. I'm just kidding. I actually did want to read it though.
Can you read
Are
it?
we doing
No.
questions
No,
of the day
just
already?
fucking say the
No,
question.
no. You read the question.
What was your favorite Pokemon game? That's my question. LMAO.
Oh,
Oh my god, you didn't even say it
Uh,
right. It's LeMayo. Like, you know, like a
Lamau.
jar. That's what his question was. He said, that's my question. LeMayo. You got to answer. What's your favorite
Lamau.
mayonnaise? Answer the question.
LeMayo.
Lamau.
anyway, to the question, mine is
Oh,
I like Pokemon Emerald. Holy fuck, that was
Emerald's good.
good.
Emerald's
No,
good.
the thing is, I bought I remember being in the store. I got into like that type of thing when there was like kind of going like out of the stores, like they're doing all the clearances, and I bought some of them. And I fucking bought I remember buying like a Pokemon Sapphire over the Emerald. That was the worst decision I ever made because then I found out that Emerald had all the legendary Pokemons in it, and Pokemon Sapphire only had one. And I was like, I got fucking scammed. And then like I searched far and wide for that Emerald.
There you go.
know why they do that.
So it's more of like sentimental.
No, it was no
It was his
because
quest.
Pokemon they work by like they have different versions, and you basically have to choose which legendary Pokemon you value more because you're only going to be able to capture one legendary Pokemon from that version.
Well, not really. It's just the cover.
No, you can't. Pokemon Pearl, Pokemon Diamond, Pokemon Pearl. I forgot their names, but there was
But there are
one
other
legendary for
legendaries.
each. Yeah, but you can't catch the other one exclusive to the other title.
No, but you can get the other ones. Like you can get like Heatran and stuff on both versions and stuff.
Yeah,
Is,
there are ones that are
is-
neutral, but
is
there's also
Emerald- Is Emerald the one with Trico?
the starters are all the same.
What? Is Emerald...
Yeah, I think so. Wait,
Emerald,
what is...
Emerald has Trico,
Like
chick
it.
one.
Torchic, right?
Oh, I love
Torchic
Torchic.
And Mudkip.
Oh, that's Gen 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that.
My
version.
favorite...
That was great.
All right. Can we just say... This isn't really answering his question, but...
Are you a Gen
Fire
1?
type is the best type.
Yes.
Oh no.
And if you say otherwise, then you probably like the water Pokemon. And you're my enemy.
I'm a grass.
No, I used to just never choose
Alright.
grass type.
Real
I used
talk,
to
if you're the
do
kind of
water.
freak who played Gen 1 Pokemon and picked Bulbasaur, then you're a serial killer, no doubt. There's something wrong in your head.
No, Gen 1.
Bulbasaur should never be
Bulbasaur's
picked.
suck.
Turtwig,
Yeah, I know, right?
Turtwig,
Normal.
Turtwig should have his little leaf pulled out.
Okay,
Oh, what the fuck? This is great.
Now Chikorita, she's alright.
Chikorita's
She's
fine.
alright. Chikorita's
Chikorita's
okay.
fine.
Trico's good. Turtwig, Turtwig, more like break him like a twig.
What the fuck? Don't fuck with my boy Turtwig.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Holy shit. He becomes Forterra, man. What the fuck?
Anyway, I'll say one of my favorite. My favorite Pokemon was Crystal, because it had Cyndaquil.
Really play that.
That was second gen,
It's
right?
it's basically the equivalent of Emerald, except the gen before. I actually hadn't heard of Emerald.
Yeah.
Well, I
Oh, wait,
sort of
now
heard
that
of
I think
Emerald. I couldn't
about
remember it.
It's Gold, Silver, and Crystal.
I think I picked Turtwig when I first played Pokemon Pearl.
Yeah, fucking Turtwig is good.
I think
Okay.
no,
Don't be
I
a bitch
don't
about
remember playing Piplup, and I don't remember playing Chimchar, and I remember playing Turtwig. I look at him and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I picked this guy. And I remember my friend, he played Chimchar and he kept beating me, and I regretted not picking Chimchar because he seemed really OP.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
I changed my mind about fire.
The fire types are always OP though.
Fire types are always it's true.
I've changed my
I haven't
mind.
played Pokemon for ages because I don't like the new look of the game, so it's like 3-dimensional GTA.
I'm actually
looking.
really
No,
looking
but
If
that's
you-
not
If
Think
you're
about
playing, if you're playing like a Gen 3 Pokemon game, and you pick Torchic, that's shit.
so cute.
If you're not
No,
picking
Torchic is
Trico or Mudkip, you're
Yeah,
wrong.
he's got a point. Like,
Trico or
Mudkip is, like,
Mudkip? Mudkip is probably king. I'll be honest. I don't really normally like water,
Mudkip is
but
really cute.
Mudkip is the
Mudkip
is the
an
winner.
exception.
But why
Mudkip
is this
But Trico is a pass. Trico's a pass, you know. Torchic? Torchic is a
Trico's
shit
fine.
version. Torchic is
No,
literally a
Torchic-
chicken. Literally a chicken.
Yeah,
right.
it's a
Yeah,
cute chicken.
But she's
Torchic
only-
literally goes buck, buck, buck. That's literally her.
The only thing that brings Torchic back is Blaziken, but that's
Yeah,
without
Blaziken
him,
is cool.
like,
No,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
hated it when it
But
turned
but
into
realize
Blaziken.
this:
I
to get to
cried.
Blaziken, you have to have a Combuskin, which is fucking disgusting.
no, gross.
A Combuskin
Oh.
looks like when it like a I don't know if you guys have ever seen like a baby chicken, like when it hatches, or even like a baby
a
bird.
morph.
Disgusting.
went wrong.
Should be.
Combuskin is literally wearing a KKK hood. Like, come on.
Jesus Christ. No, but yeah, that's I reckon Grass and Fire for Gen 3 is sick.
But
Sorry,
what-
no, Grass and Water. Fire sucks for that
What?
particular generation.
Gen 3, yeah.
Okay. When you look at the new generation,
What's that?
Litten.
Which one's
Litten
that?
is adorable.
I
Which
haven't
generation
played
is that?
since
Luton.
Litten.
Litten.
No, that's Gen 7.
Is that
The new
Sun and
gen.
Moon?
Sun
Yeah,
and Moon,
yeah.
yeah. Litten is cool
Pokemon.
because he turns into what's his name? Incineroar, ya boy.
I don't even understand. Oh wait,
do I-
Rowlet's
Incineroar's
the best.
Yeah. Rowlet's really cute.
Rowlet's
My brother
cool.
loves
Fucking
Rowlet.
Final Evolution is so edgy, man. It's like, what's his name? Decidui?
Sun and Moon.
Luton's the worst. What are you talking about? I'm
No,
looking at him
Litten's
now.
great. What the fuck? Are you really into that mermaid shit? Like,
All right.
Rowlet's the
No,
best.
but Poplar is really cute as well. But Litten, it's a
I'm
cat.
looking at. I don't know any of the names of the Sun and Moon. All right.
Oh, Rowlet's the
I
owl.
think
It's an
Litten
owl.
is
I think the
cat, and
owl's kinda-
Poplar is the seal.
I think the owl. Normally, I'd say the owl's pretty cute, but it reminds me of Torchic, so he should be put to death. Now, as for is it Wobble, the one on the right? What's his name?
No, Poplar.
What the fuck, Pocoyo?
Poplar is water type.
Sounds like a fake
Pocoyo.
Pokemon game.
Anyway, the one on the right, he's pretty cute.
Come on,
Except
you gotta give it to your boy Litten.
except he looks too much like a Wobbuffet. He looks like He looks like a cute version of Wobbuffet, and for that reason, Cat is best. For that
Yeah.
reason, I reckon.
Yeah, Litten.
I like it because it's got yellow eyes. It's like it could kill you at any
They
moment.
name it Litten,
like a real
so
cat.
kids could be like, that champion. I mean, that
That is lit.
Pokemon is lit.
Did you call it Pokemon a
That champion. Dude, did you go through the whole game naming your naming your Pokemon after champion names? You got
Which
like
champion's the best?
you got like a boxing one. You call it Lee Sin. You get like a
No, I really
get-
want League of Legends. I mean, Riot Games to make new games.
You get pseudo Wudo, and you call that Ivan.
Ivan.
That's. I don't know which name's more retarded. No, probably pseudo Wudo. Let's be real, guys. Pseudo Wudo is a terrible name.
I love
I
Pseudo.
remember
I like
Brock's
saying it.
Wudo.
I don't think he's cool though. I'm sorry. Can't be helped.
I liked him in the anime.
The anime.
Brock's Sudowoodo was great.
Oh yeah.
Pseudo Wudo. That's how he says it. That was a really good impression. It was like he's really in the call. Pseudo. That's him.
Okay, now it's starting to get a little bit gay, but
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. That's
Just a
probably
little
if
bit.
Pseudo Wudo had a sexuality. They're all trees, so
why-
isn't that a form of homosexuality in a way? They're all trees.
I think it's yeah.
Mr.
like,
Forever, this
they-
podcast has been on for a very long time.
It's been an hour and a half. Well, let's finish up. That's the question. Did anyone not say Himechin?
No, that was the only one.
Wow, what is Himechin's favorite Pokemon game? I'm gonna say Sun and Moon.
No,
Because
it
she's
was Gen
12, so
1.
it's
No,
her first.
Gen 1.
Sun
It
and
was
Moon,
Gen
but it's
1.
her first time
It was
seeing it.
Gen 1.
It's her
It
first
was Gen
Pokemon.
1. Her favorite is green.
You know, one thing I gotta give respect to for Himechin is like, you know, the fact that she can like Sun and Moon. You know, the first Pokemon game that she's ever
What
seen.
the fuck? Her favorite was Leaf Green.
What the fuck? That's not Sun and Moon. No, you must have mixed it up. You know, the reason. Do you know why she likes Sun and Moon as her favorite?
She told me on Friday.
Do you know why? Do you know what else has moon
Why?
in its name? Sailor Moon, and that's an anime.
Dude, that's like
Bang.
That was like one of her first animes.
Oh wow, you actually know the song. That's impressive.
Everyone knows
I
the
haven't
song.
even watched it.
My uncle taught me how to play it on the piano, and then I forgot.
What the fuck? Your uncle's a
What are
weeb.
you- Your uncle's a weeb. RTB, you were her uncle all along? What?
What the
What
fuck?
the fuck?
Anyway, that's the podcast sorted. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out. Boys and
If
girls.
you have any questions, please leave some in the
Oh, yeah.
comments.
Please leave
Yeah,
some
if-
questions.
Yeah, remember, if you have questions, leave them in the comments. We might do a couple of questions and we'll speed it up next time. And also, Simon will never be
YouTube
invited again
comments,
because
by
he
the way.
doesn't acknowledge
the-
that Himechin's favorite Pokemon is Sun and
Leaf
Moon.
Green.
All right.
Whoa, Netflix with new anime? Tune in next week.
All right. See
No,
you
I
guys.
just read the article. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Do I have to say bye? Bye.
Bye, Simon. Now we can say bye now that he's gone.
What the